All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Marakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings and citation to the hopeful elect, the Vayath, Dawadah, the house of David. All right, so we're just going to go right into it. All right, so we got suppression of the truth. Okay, now mainly the suppression of the truth is when it's going to come down on YouTube and all these different platforms, but mainly YouTube with the men of the Lord, right? Because when you pushing out truth, okay, in a world full of lies, which is a lot of deceptive and a lot of trickery going on by the enemy, which is Esau, Edom, the devil, all right, okay, he's going to try to send laws and sign in legislation and things in order to suppress the truth. Okay? Right? Because see, when you have pulled a woe over the people's eyes, when you push out the truth, okay, he doesn't like that, man. All right? When you telling the truth about, okay, well, and you waking and really is what you call, what he really trying to do is, oh, all right, well, he's waking too many people up. Or these people waking too many people up, man. By the word. The word is what's going to ultimately wake them up, which is the truth. They want to try to suppress and get rid of the Bible. All right? That's Esau's main objective, is to suppress and get rid of the Bible, man. Okay? Because the Bible condemns him. All right? The Bible condemns this wicked-ass world. All right? Which that's why this man's aimed towards getting rid of the truth. That's why he set off that outage of I forgot what it was, the ASW. All right, the outage that happened when all these major platforms had went down. All right, that was just nothing but legislation and signing legislation to suppress the truth, henceforth hate speech, and so on and so forth. Right? When you tell the truth, it's frowned upon here in this kingdom, man. Here in this devil's kingdom. All right? You see? So let's read a little bit. Matter of fact, before we do this, that's why we tell you, get the word in while you can, man. You got a lot of our people pussyfooting around, playing games. But guess what? 2/3 of our people, they're going to be destroyed anyway, man. Ultimately, they'll be back in the kingdom according to Romans 11th chapter, the 26th verse. But the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father and His Son, is going to have to put 2/3 of Israel down right now, man. Because they playing around, they looking at this truth, they looking at it like, this watching it for fun and games. Watching the brothers for fun and games. This ain't no fun and games, man. This ain't no goddamn entertainment, man. We're not here for no damn entertainment. We're here to tell you the truth. The Most High set up men on this earth, right? To tell you the truth. The prophets are back here again today to tell you the truth. And why 2/3 of our people hate the prophets, man? They killed the prophets back then in the ancient times, man. Okay? Now as far as Esau, Edom, this devil, with his thing of suppressing is, okay, or suppression is what you call censorship, man. All right? Push your videos down. Okay? Shadow ban. All right, especially when it's the truth, man. You see? But let me get this here, Amos 5 and 11 real quick. Salakia 8 and 11. Amos 8 and 11. Amos 8 and 11, it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Right, because it's going to, that's why we tell you, hey, man, come get this word in there. But see, a lot of our people watch us for entertainment, man. They'll sit there, watch us for entertainment, sit there laughing and joking and doing all that bullshit. Right? But henceforth, you don't even know your damn oppressor, all right, or your enemy is looking to take you out, man. Okay? Your enemy is looking to take your dumb ass out. All right? You see? Your enemies, I should say. Because the other nations are your enemies too. But mainly your main enemy is Esau, Edom. Alright? It says, and they show wonder from sea to sea. Right, they show wonder from sea to sea. People gonna want to find out why they can't hear this truth. All right, when they start suppressing, taking down, like my channel right now, my other channel is down. I got a second copyright. I got a second strike on my channel, man. My main channel, Kings of Kings, Lord of Lords. All right, Yahweh, I got a second strike on that channel, man. You see? So they looking to take down. These channels, man, and take down these videos, especially YouTube and any other place where the truth is being permeated at. But really, it's really the YouTube where the brothers is at, man, where this word is being broadcast out, man. But see, these devils don't know whether you take down the truth. I mean, videos or brothers' channels or whatever the case. The word is already out there, man. The word is out there. You see, the prophecies are happening. Things are happening that's being spoken about, man. And ain't nothing that you can do to stop it, Esau. Nothing that you can do, man, to stop this thing, man. Because guess who's in control? Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay? The ultimate supreme Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Those are the ones who are in control of this thing, man. Okay? Let's continue on. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord. Right? Because they're going to want to hear the word of the Lord. Why can't I find this brother's channel? Or why can't I find these videos? Or why can't I find... Because why? Censorship. Why? The taking down. Why? The taking over the Amalek and them. The elites. The so-called... The tiny tops, man. All right? Restrictions. Okay? Hate speech. Okay? Because we exposing these devils and telling you the truth. All right? That's why. Okay? It says, and seek the word of the Lord, and ye shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst. Right? Faint for thirst for what? The truth, the living water. Okay? That's why they going to faint for thirst. Okay? You see? So let's go back and read this here. It says, suppressing the truth means deliberately hiding, concealing, or denying what is known to be factually correct. That's the Bible. Okay? It says, this can involve actions like censoring information, using biased or manipulative rhetoric, or even a conscious effort to ignore evidence that contradicts one's belief. The concept is explored in various contexts, from biblical interpretations that discuss humanity suppression of divine truth, to modern concerns about misinformation in politics, media, and social platforms. And that's what they did. Okay, and that's what they did when they put that outage out. Right, what they want to do is they want to set up. Henceforth, why you think they brought in this verified thing, talking about we just doing it for the children, we protecting the children. That's a goddamn lie. That's a damn lie. They're not protecting the children. What they want to do is, what they doing is they trying to stop the men of the Lord from teaching His word. All right, they trying to put the suppression on the truth. They trying to stop the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. All right. It says right here. Let's go down here. Let's read this here, because the top one. Let's just read it all. It says, the Bible uses the phrase suppress the truth and unrighteousness to describe people who, despite knowing there is a God, right, deliberately reject or resist this knowledge. How it happens. This suppression occurs thoroughly prioritizing personal desires and sin over truth. It says, which leads to darkened understanding and rejection of Yahweh's authority. So, furthermore, I want this here. All right? This is what I want. Modern context. Political and corporate. Governments, politicians, and businesses may suppress the truth through censorship, covering up scandals, or manipulating facts to control public perception. And that's what Esau do. That's what this devil is doing, man. It says media or social media, right? And that's what YouTube is, what you call media. That's a social media. That's you see what I'm saying? It says the spread of misinformation, biased reporting, and international manipulation or intentional manipulation of facts can be forms of suppressing the truth to serve a particular agenda, personal and social. On an individual level, suppressing truth can involve ignoring facts that are uncomfortable or preferring emotional beliefs over objective reality. Okay, methods of suppression, right? Like I said, shadow ban. That's a censorship or suppression. Okay, which they have a shadow ban on my other page too. And henceforth, they damn might have a shadow ban on this page too. On the page that I'm uploading on now. My backup page, man. Okay? Because that's what these devils do. It says cover-ups, hiding facts to conceal wrongdoing. Right, and that's what they're doing. Hiding facts to conceal wrongdoing. All right? And we lifting up the skirt on Babylon the Great. We lifting up the skirt on all this lies, man. On everything. On all Esau, man. All right? Okay? It says biased information, presenting only a one-side or manipulated version of facts. Boycotts or canceling, all right, discouraging public discourse about certain topics. Off the record statements, releasing information with the expectation that it be kept secret. All right, deliberately making a topic confusing or unclear. Okay, what is that? Obfuscation. All right, contagion. Salakia. Matter of fact, let's put that word in. Matter of fact, let's go look that word up.
Obfuscation. Obfuscation.
All right, the action of making something obscure, unclear, right, or unintelligible. Okay. So now let's just get right into the scriptures, man. Let me go to Isaiah the 13th chapter. Isaiah the 13th chapter. In the first verse, it says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. And that's the Bible. We lifting up the banner upon this government. All right, exhort the voice unto them. And this is why they want to censor our videos. This is why they want to put shadow bans on brothers' channels. This is why they want to take down brothers' pages. This is why they want to do all of that, man. All right, because we exhorting the voice unto them. We shaking the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Okay, you see. All right, and the nobles are what? The higher ups, the people who run this inside their governments, man. Okay, take them people up, you know what I mean? You see? Let me get Amos Salakia. Let me get Isaiah 58 and 1. It says, cry aloud, spare not, right? And we crying aloud and sparing not. We not sparing our people their feelings, man. All right? We not sparing their feelings with the word. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Yashab said, make your face hard against their face, man. So we not sparing their feelings, man. Give a damn about how Jake feels, man. Okay? We don't give a damn about how Esau feels. Because we telling Esau what it is. We telling him we putting him on trial with the scriptures, right? Reading his sentence to him. And letting him know his future is not a bright future. Letting him know that Yahweh Shai, when Yahweh Shai come back with the angels, and your kingdom will be destroyed. And you will be in subjection. Okay? That's what we telling you, man. And he don't like that. He don't like the fact that Yahweh Shai is going to come back, man. You see? And that we speaking about Yahweh Shai, man. Or that we woke up to this truth. That we have this knowledge. how you guys got this knowledge, he's saying. How'd you get this thing? Okay? You see? It says, and lift up thy voice like a trumpet, right? That's why you ain't supposed to be having no goddamn microphone in your hand, man. You got your voice. Your voice is loud enough. Yahweh Shai's voice, he said his voice was as of many waters, man. Loud. Okay, you had a loud projectile voice. So that's how your voice is supposed to be. When you don't need no goddamn mic, no goddamn, you don't need none of that out there, man. All right? Okay, your voice is loud enough. The people gonna hear your voice, man. It says, and show my people their transgression in the house of Jacob their sins, right? Show you where you going off at, man. Okay? And once again, here, let me get this here. Let's go into this here. Let me get Jeremiah 49. All right? Because this is what we supposed to be doing here. This is Jeremiah 49 and 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is the wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him. It says, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they have not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they have not have enough. But I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places. Right, and that's what we telling you about, the elites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the international banking families, man. All right, and about their whole system. Okay, and how it's set up according to how they want their new world order. Right, or forth going to the Tower of Babel. Right, the word Babel means Babel, means confusion, man. All right, we're uncovering their Freemasonry, man, and all the 33-degree Freemasonry and all this other madness like that. Their rituals that they show on TV, everything is being uncovered by the men of the Lord, man. All right, by the Luciferians on the right-hand side. The Luciferians on the right-hand side, which means light bearers of righteousness. We are the light bearers of righteousness. Esau, Edom is a light bearer of wickedness. Okay? So you understand what those words mean, man. All right? Okay, he's the enlightened one of wickedness, and we, the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, are the enlightened ones of righteousness. Okay, the son of the wicked, the sons of the righteous. Okay, it says, and I have uncovered the secret places, and I shall not be able to hide himself. And he should not be able to hide himself. That's why he's trying to hide himself. He's trying to censor this, trying to censor these videos. He's trying to censor everything, man. Okay, he's not able to hide himself because everywhere he go, his videos going up of brothers putting it out there. There's information going out there on you. Okay. It says, and his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right. You see? And this is what we're speaking about. It says, let's jump down to here. Matter of fact, let's read verse 12. It says, for thus saith Yahweh, behold, thou was judgment was not to drink of the cup that have surely drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished. Right, because you're not gonna go unpunished, right? You're gonna get that just due punishment, Esau. It says, but thou, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Bosra, right, which is the capital thing of Edom, Babylon the Great, now would be considered Bosra. Right, that was the capital of ancient of Mount Seir. It says, shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. It says, and I have heard. Okay. A perpetual waste. All right. It says, let's read on. Let's just read on. It says, I have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. It says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. It says, thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and thy pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, that holdest thy height of the hill, and though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh. Also Edom shall be a desolation, every one that goeth by it shall be an astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, right? Because America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, concentrated fire coming from the angels and angels, chariots, and Yahweh Shai, right? You see, and then that's the ultimate destruction of this place, man. Them ICBM missiles, them intercontinental ballistic missiles, and when Yahweh Shai come back with the angels to get it in, the battle. It says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Because that's how this place is going to be. This place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. Egypt means bondage. Okay? Sodom, you already know. I shouldn't have to explain what Sodom means, man. You should already know. Okay? It says, and therefore saith Yahweh, no man shall abide there, and neither shall a son of man dwell in it. You see? Okay? So now let's go here to Psalms 137. Let's go here to Psalms 137 real quick. Psalms 137 and 7. It says, remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Right, there you go. So we tell them, remember it. Remember when they said race it, destroy Israel, man. Destroy the Israelites when we was getting taken down by the Babylonians, man. Judah. Okay? So you devils gonna pay, man. You devils gonna pay. Alright? And see, you trying to censor these things. You trying to censor all these videos because censor videos, shadow ban, do whatever you trying to do whatever the hell you feel is necessary to keep this truth from spreading as far as it is. But it already done spread it out, man. It's already spread it out, Esau. Okay? It's already being spread out, man. The book is laid open already, man. Your judgment is being read to you daily. All right? Okay? Let me get Ezekiel. Let me get Ezekiel 25. Right? 25 and verse number 12. It says, thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon thee. Therefore thus saith Yahweh, all right, power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate and teeming. Right, and that's Babylon. That's gonna be Babylon, man. Okay, Babylon the Great. It says, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger, according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh. Saith Yahweh power, man. Okay? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Let me get Ezekiel 35. Ezekiel 35. It says, moreover, the word, you see the subhead, prophecy against Mount Seir. Mount Seir is Esau, Edom. Okay, Babylon. It says, moreover, Babylon the Great, where Esau, Edom dwells. It says, moreover, all right. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. This is what he's trying to set up. He's trying to shut up us from prophesying. All right, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh. All right, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Right, and that's why he trying to take, that's why Nero 47, right, taking out all the history of slavery, man. All right, or they knocking down things outside of the world, knocking down these different things, all right, about slavery, man. Okay, they trying to hide their shame, but your shame can't be hidden, man. All right, it's being brought up day by day. Okay, it says, in the force of the sword, the time of their calamity, and the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Saith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall, shall they fall that are slain with the sword. And I will make thee a perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and I will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. You see? You see? Okay? Matter of fact, let's continue reading on. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thy anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all the blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, and they are given us to consume. You see? It says, thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me, and I have heard them. It says, thus saith Yahweh, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee, and thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, that I am Yahweh. All right, you see? So let me get Lamentations. Let me get Lamentations, the 4th chapter. One of my favorite scriptures right here. Lamentations, the 4th chapter, the 21st verse. All right, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, thou that dwellest in the land of Uz. Right? The cup, that cup is talking about destruction, man, and slavery. All right, also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and shall not and shall make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, and he will no more carry thee away into captivity. And he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom, and he will discover thy sins. There you go. Let me get my last scripture. Isaiah, the 47th chapter. In the first verse, it says, come down and sit in the dust, right? Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, right? Because you're going to be destroyed. The dust, that dust right there is talking about, you can say confusion, but it's talking about ultimately the obliteration of Babylon the Great, man. By ICBM missiles, by the return of Yahweh and the angels, when they letting off these when the chariots are letting off concentrated fire out of it, man. Show you in the movie Independence Day, man. All right. Esau, Babylon is gonna be dust, man. It's gonna be a place of dust. Okay. It says, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. there is no throne, right? O daughter of the Chaldeans, right? Because the Chaldeans, they practiced witchcraft. Okay, they were the practitioners of witchcraft, man. When you go into the word Chaldean, let's go into it. Okay. All right, Chaldeans. Right? It says, what do we got? It says the inhabitants of Chaldea living on the lower Euphrates and Tigris. All right, now pretty much with Chaldeans, they practice witchcraft. Okay, that's what the Chaldeans used to do. Okay, it says, "But thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate," man. It says, "Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover the locks, and make bare the legs." So right, we lifting up the skirt of Babylon the Great, of this woman, man. Okay, because the Most High considered Babylon to a woman. All right, so we lifting up the skirt of this place, man, uncovering all the secrets that's been swept up under the rug, all the wickedness and all the things that's been going on. What's being uncovered, and how is it being uncovered? By the truth, by the word. All right. When a woman lifts up, you see her hind parts, right? You see everything going on up under there, man. So that's how what we doing to America. That's what we doing to Babylon. Okay? Uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, and pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness should be uncovered, and yea, thy shame should be seen. And I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right? See, that's Yahushua. You're not going to meet them as me, coming as an angelic power. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Marakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, with well, peace, and blessings and citation to the hopeful elect, the Bayath, Dawadah, the house of David, Shalom, Abba Babal.